Okay, now that you have identified your why, which is that engine that's driving you forward, now it's important to figure out where you want to go. And you do that by establishing your vision. Think of your vision like a roadmap that will get you to your ultimate goals. So, the very best way to do that I've discovered is to actually create a vision board. And there's a ton of science behind this. You can, feel free on your own to look it up and convince yourself whether or not you believe in the data. But the fact of the matter is that creating a vision board and then surrounding yourself with those goals allows you to stay energized, stay motivated, and to ultimately accomplish those goals a lot faster and a lot easier. So without a roadmap, you're not going to be able to get very far and you won't be able to stay on course. So, how do you do that? Well, we have a tool, obviously, that can help you create your vision. Anything that we do, anything that we tell you to do, we're probably going to have a tool that helps you do it. And it's no different here. So you can feel free whenever you finish this video to use the tool that we've created to establish your own vision board. And then, you'll be using that to talk to other people about what it is you're trying to accomplish and everything like that. So how do you create a vision board? The way I do it is I start with a variety of different things that are important to me. And it can be, like I told you before, it can be escaping pain, it can be, trying to accomplish things. You can put whatever you want on there. What I tend to focus on are the things that I want to accomplish in my life, like the physical things that I want to be able to accomplish. Like, for instance, for me, start with the easiest one, the one that you know is metric driven, and that is millionaire. At the very beginning, I wanted to become a millionaire because I thought in my mind that's the ultimate financial freedom. That's the ultimate difference between being poor and being rich, is to be a millionaire. That's what I thought in my mind. Turns out that's not the case for a whole bunch of reasons, but I'm just being honest as to what I was thinking at the beginning. So, a financial goal, it could be $10,000 a month of passive income. It could be being debt free. It could be being a millionaire. It could be whatever. But having a financial goal is important because it allows you to track progress. In addition to that, you want to have more emotional goals and achievable goals that can only be accessed through financial freedom. So the reason I say that is because there's nothing that is going to be more disappointing than if you only have a financial goal and you don't have it tied to something important. Tony Robbins says this: you can only make so much money, then you have to start making a difference if you want your life to matter. Another way to put it is that you eventually will need to transition from success to significance in order for your life to have meaning. So if your life is only about making money, then what you're going to find is that whenever you hit those financial milestones, the feeling is not one of utter joy and contentment that lasts the rest of your life. It's very, very fleeting. You feel good in the moment when you realize that you've reached it, and then your brain goes, well, what's next? And if it's only about stacking cash in the bank, you're going to find that your life is very empty and hollow. So, our belief is that you don't make money just for money's sake. Money is just a facilitator. It just helps you do the things in your life that make your life have meaning and be worth living. For instance, what if you wanted to be able to spend more time with family? And being able to make $10,000 a month of passive income without working would allow you to quit a job that's causing you to miss your kids' birthdays and holidays and weekends. And when you hit that goal, you're able to quit your job and then spend all of that time with your family. That's a goal. So maybe you have a picture that shows people spending time together, like the one in the bottom left here of, the people playing with the kid. That's making memories. That's spending time with family. So what you do is you put that on there and you say, okay, this is a dream that I have to be able to build a family. Maybe you don't even have a family yet, but your dream is to grow a family eventually and to be able to have the freedom to play with them and to spend time with them and to travel with them. Maybe that's your dream. Well, it's going to take some element of financial freedom to get to that dream. But just start with the dream. Don't figure out how right now. The purpose of a vision board is not to focus on how. Eliminate that from your mind. Don't think to yourself, well, how can I become a millionaire? Or my God, that's such a big dream. It's so far off. I don't see the path to get there yet. Who cares? A vision board is not about determining the path. That comes later. A vision board is just about taking the dreams that are in your mind and in your heart and putting them in a visual format so that you can look at them and so you can be inspired by them, so you can use them to be held accountable, and so you can use them to set priorities. Okay? So forget all of the notion of, oh my God, how am I going to accomplish this? And just allow your dreams to be liberated and dream as big as you want. Maybe it's home ownership, like in the top left. Maybe it's, wow, I I want to own my own home. I want to be able to provide a home for my family that we own, that we live in. And maybe that's it. So put it on there. Maybe it's something crazy like a vacation home in the Bahamas with a sweeping ocean view that looks out over that. Maybe it's, and for me, a big one was uh, I want to be able to fly private. I would love to be able to fly private. I hate airports. I hate standing in line. I, I don't like, you know, uh, being cramped in the middle aisle of a seat for 8 hours while I travel somewhere. So I want to be able to fly private with my friends. But all you have to do is say, okay, don't worry about what it costs yet. Just if you want that, if you want to be able to fly private someday, then put it on there. Put a picture of it on there. For me, I love Teslas. I've always been inspired by Elon Musk and by everything that he's done with SpaceX and Tesla and Solar City and everything. And so when they came out with the Roadster and the Model S, I was like, man, what an amazing car. What an amazing spaceship. Right? I even went to the dealership and I sat in one and I kind of visualized myself in one. And I said, you know what? I have to have that on my vision board. So I put that on my vision board. Right? I love football. My wife and I love watching football, especially the NFL. And so, on our vision board, we were like, you know what? We want to eventually have VIP season tickets, right? VIP season tickets to watch our favorite football team and, and grow up with our family making memories of enjoying the games and going to the games and sitting in the box suites and everything like that. So boom, that goes on the vision board. And taking a safari in Africa, right? That's what the top one is. I always saw these pictures and these documentaries and videos and everything of these amazing safaris that people go on. And, it seems such like an exciting thing to do, to go out into the wild and to be a part of that. And, growing up in small town Tennessee, for me, those things were as far away as the moon. All of the thing, every single thing on this vision board is as far away as the moon to a little kid growing up in East Tennessee. But when I put them on the vision board, it wasn't about how can I accomplish these things. It was about these are the things that my brain wants. These are the things that I want in my life. And when you do that, it allows you to visualize your future. When you do that, it allows your brain to see a possible future, and it does not know the difference. It doesn't, your brain, when it sees those pictures enough, starts to internalize them as that potential future. And it helps you focus, it helps you keep your attention on the things that matter the most to you. And it also helps energize you when you're in your dark times. Go back to your vision board and look at the life that you're wanting to create. That life, that beautiful life, will inspire you to drive forward. And when you combine that with your why, typically rooted in pain, you've got that engine that's driving you forward and that inspiring future ahead of you that you can see. You see what I'm talking about? So you want to have that emotional connection with your vision board, with the vision of your life. And it constantly reminds you, just put it everywhere, right? Put it as your background on your computer or on your phone, or print it out. We used to, back in the day, I had a big poster board with my vision board on it. And I would keep it in my office and I would just look at it constantly. And you're constantly reminded of that. And when you do that, there is something called the law of attraction that a lot of incredibly successful people believe in. And that essentially is whatever your brain focuses on and visualizes, that's what you will attract in the world. And it's happened in my life over and over and over again. So take some time, write down or think about what it is that you want in your life, the dreams that you would love to have come true in your own life, and have them be all the different parts of your life. One of the things that you put on there as well is one of the things that we do is we love helping people build houses. So whether it's tiny little houses in Mexico for homeless people, or helping build a house for a homeless vet, or whatever, that's something that we absolutely love to do, but that costs money, and you have to be able to have the time to go do that. So make sure that you put a wide variety of the different things that are important to you on your vision board. Make it deeply personal, make it emotionally connected, and then keep it around you everywhere you go. Okay. The next thing that we're going to talk about in the next video is actually creating the maneuver space in your life to execute on these things. Okay. So when this video ends, why don't go and create your vision board? Okay. After the last video, you found your why. Now, after this one, create your vision board, put it in a prominently displayed place. And then in the next video, we're going to focus on clearing out all the rubble, clearing out all of the crap in your life that's keeping you from building your empire, and then identifying and creating a maneuver space in your life that will allow you to take the steps that you need to turn those dreams into a reality.